इस बस्ती में सारी पलकें गीली क्यों हैं? दिन पथरीले, रातें जहरीली क्यों हैं? क्यों बेबस है, झुंझलाया है जो भी यहाँ है? क्यों लगता है ये बस्ती एक अंधा कुआं है?
तो सुन, जब मैं वो झुका था मेरे शॉर्ट्स दिख रहे थे. Hello, I'm Anuj Pande, your friendly neighborhood pretentious YouTuber apparently, and today we're going to be talking about the 2019 Zoya Akhtar directed film. Hold your horses. We know that the film won 13 Filmfare Awards and has been involved in the nepotism beef, but we're not going to talk about that because everyone is talking about it. We're just going to be talking about the film in its most intrinsic form. Out of the 13 awards that the film won, I think the only two deserving ones are the one for its production design and the one for the cinematography. The movie looks incredible, which lets me segue into my first point. The look of the film. If you crazy fucks don't know already, these bastards built a whole section of a slum from ground up just for shooting. And kudos to everyone involved in creating the sets because the detailing reflects the passion for their craft. Though the movie was shot digitally, the texture of each scene is so vibrant. Jay Oza is a god. The way that the light in this film reflects from the acne-filled brown faces is mesmerizing to watch. Some of my favorite scenes are the opening shot of the film, the train scene, the whole Duri song, every shot of the bridge, and Murad's semi-final performance in the club. Shooting in the slums must have been tough, and the technique and professionalism with which it was carried out is pretty evident by the shots. There are character moments that are elevated to a whole nother level just because they are lit and shot so well, like the opening tracking shot, for example, the intimate scene in the train followed by Safina's house, the car scene of Murad and the rich brats, MC Sher's terrace, Sky's home, Safina begging to study, and many more. You just can't let this one go. There are 18 music pieces in this film and every one of them is shot on rhythm. The scenes have a flow to them only because of the music of the movie. Hell, the movie is a musical drama after all. But the cameos of various artists, the bold decisions of putting in all the songs in the final cut shows how important and good the music in the movie is. Every scene in the film is elevated because of the soundtrack in it, which was made with such passion and talent that music feels like its own character in the whole movie. Zoya Akhtar has admitted that she loves ensemble casts, which
I love ensembles.
I really want to talk about two character parallels in specific, Moeen and MC Sher. Both of them serve as a big brother mentor figure to Murad. The first scene of Moeen shows that he is troublesome. He can get Murad into trouble. The first scene of Sher is treated like he's a messiah for Murad on a high stage performing. Murad uses both of them to get what he wants. The most beautiful thing about it is that the price that these characters have to pay. Moeen goes to jail for not snitching. MC Sher loses to Murad, and the decision of not making Sher and Murad face off or compete with each other in the rap battle is really bold, which I adore with all my heart. There are a lot of characters that serve their purposes efficiently, which could not have been possible without the stellar performances that the lead and the supporting cast give. But in the case of Sky, there is an issue. Now, Zoya did agree in an interview that she is underwritten, but instead of crying about how underutilized Sky's character is, I'm gonna give a solution later on in the video. She was just treated like a MacGuffin object. If you don't know what a MacGuffin object is, Google it. The movie is undoubtedly a heartwarming drama. Every scene of Murad and Safina brings a smile to my face. The happy moments feel happy, the sad ones feel gut-wrenchingly uncomfortable. The authenticity of each scene and the whole story proves how each emotion showed is genuine and calculated. The writers and the director play us with each scene, creating an illusion of us being in there between those people. Here I'm gonna delve a little bit in depth on the screenplay part of the film. The substance matter of the film is good. It's rich, it's new, and it's fresh. For drama, there needs to be conflict. And sadly, Gully Boy has a basic narrative. Now, this might just be because we are used to watching complex dramas with time jumps, non-linear narratives. But Gully Boy suffers with two problems in its screenplay, being a poor antagonizing figure and its pacing. Now, इतिहास गवाह है कि Indian films में pacing एक myth है. The last two films that I remember did have an element known as pacing was Gangs of Wasseypur Part 2 and KGF Chapter 1. I know, lol. The father, played by Vijay Raj, is a good but not good enough of an antagonist to the story. Sometimes it just feels like, what are the stakes? What is stopping Murad from achieving his dreams? Here, there could have been a big corporation, T-Series, trying to eat up Sher and Gully Boy with contracts and snatching away creative freedom, where the character of Sky could have come along and completed her arc after Safina smashes a bottle on her head. Ouch. Now, here is the solution I was talking about for the character arc of Sky. You're welcome. Also, the rich girl could have been a help here too, just to bring things full circle. It would have been wholesome, and a movie that is so wholesome already, a teeny tiny bit more wouldn't have created a problem, really, would it? A place where everyone's character arc has been closed. Murad's father, mother, his khala being the grandmother, Sher, Moeen. Comparatively with the screen time Sky had, she needed closure. Now, there was a template of scenes throughout the film. A good event, followed by a wholesome moment, followed by a tragic moment. And again, and again, and again. Though the editor was spot on with the scenes, this template that the screenplay had was basically lazy writing and sometimes felt like a drag. The bathroom scene, the playground, the rap battles, this collaborative effort shows us how true filmmaking can win with the trust of the producers and talented people on board. Reema Kakti and Zoya Akhtar have done a wonderful job in writing the screenplay of the film. But the real heroes are Vijay Maurya, the one who wrote the dialogues, the hip-hop artist who helped in the slangs of the characters. The attention to detail went into this film is phenomenal and speaks for itself. The authenticity of each character and set piece is splendid and masterfully done by a talented team of visionaries. People say, well, do details matter? Details are the only things that matter. It's all in those little subliminal things, and these guys pulled a wonderful job. Now, the Oscars. Oh, it was too mainstream. Oh, Tumbad. Oh, Andhadhun. Cunts. These movies made almost nothing in their home countries, by the way. Andhadhun made more than 400 crores in China. Since decades, the movies that are highlighted at the Academy Awards are the ones that have had an impact on cinema and society as a whole. You wanna know what impact Gully Boy had on us? Hip hop was everywhere. TV advertisements, hoardings, influencers, and actors performing rap. There was at least one rap song in the album of each movie after Gully Boy. The movie made 240 crores. It gave opportunities to artists who would have still been struggling. The movie fulfilled its purpose, and that's all that matters, really. So yeah, sending it to the Oscars wasn't right in my opinion, but was smart. Now to answer the question, did Gully Boy work or not? In my opinion, Gully Boy is a film which had really professional visionaries and deep pockets to work with. It was a movie which wanted to explore an uncharted territory of art in our country. It is a film where the director was given full creative freedom, and she enjoyed the hell out of it. Murad, like a torch, brought light to the people who were in the background, like shadows. On each step, there was a person who had their own story, completely alienated and different, but we chose to watch Murad's story, the story that brought a difference in a lot of people's lives. He completed his mentor's wishes. He did it all for himself and impacted the lives of millions of people. The proper catharsis of the film is the conversation that Murad has with his father and Safina. Everything becomes clear. The last 45 minutes of the film are poetic. You see, I'm not a film professional, I'm not a film critic. Hell, I haven't even been to film school yet, but I know teeny tiny things about cinema, and these are elements that I'd like to present to you, the general audience, so that the next time you watch a film, you know more about what you're watching. You can explore the deeper meanings that the story that is being presented to you has. Just like Murad's determination and passion help others fight and live through and within their social constructs, that is something Martin Scorsese would call cinema. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching.
मर जाएगा कुत्ते की मौत जग में सब कहेंगे मर गया मादर चोर